Future Gamers.com.
They made all the races and everything behind it have D&D style character sheets. So every race has base armor, base stats, base skills that never actually appear in the game. They went to great depths to nail down the systems for this game, and it blends a little bit of action, adventure, RPG, you name it. It's basically like an entire Star Trek series laid out in one game for you, and it's easily 100 hours just to enjoy it. So we're looking here at a planet. When you approach a planet, you can scan it for minerals, energy, and biological life forms.
It just seems like a dead planet here.
This is a dead planet, but I'll show you the lander. If there were minerals, you'd see little dots that I could go along and capture. Now, if there's biological creatures, I can shoot them. You see little shock waves rising up on the planet, and all the planets can feature environmental dangers like lightning, fire, and earthquakes to slow you down. So you have to try and get resources without getting your lander
damaged.
blown up. And in the early part of the game, it's a lot of resource hoarding. So you've got to go out into space and take resources back to Earth. So we're going to head back to Earth.
Now this is the star map.
Now this gives you an idea of the scope of the game. I'm out in spothy space. If we head down to this little tiny speck over here, that's your sun that you live under, Earthling. This is the explorable universe in the game. Every one of those dots is a star system that can be explored. So the game is massive. So we're going to head back to Earth here and travel through hyperspace. So I set an autopilot course. Now when you get into each star system, you can explore the planets and moons that surround that star and salvage for resources, try and find intelligent life, to build alliances, to fight the evil Urquan who are slaving the entire galaxy, including humans. It's an amazing story and an amazing quest.
And a lot of voice work in this game.
The voice work is amazing. This game was originally released for the PC and was then retold for the 3DO that with additional CGI cutscenes and full CD quality audio, and it's really entertaining. It's really humorous. Anyone who considers himself a subversive type person is gonna love this game. It's really a cult classic, and I'm gonna have an enemy encounter here, or perhaps a friendly encounter. Let's find out. When traveling through hyperspace, you have random encounters. So that gives you an idea of some of the audio. Now this is a species called the Spothy, who are currently an enemy of mine, but they don't want to fight, so I may be able to turn them to my side as the game progresses here. Upon doing so, I'll get access to their resources and help from them to help build my fleet. So you go through space and try and...
I like the middle option. Since we are now friends, it is customary for you to give us things.
And that was built into the game. No, you're given several options. You're given several options in all your dialogues, and they based that after the old adventure games, and so they wanted to work a lot of comedy in where you have like a good choice, a bad choice,
and a choice.
A ridiculous choice. And you never know what they'll say, you know. So I ran into another ship there, but it's another Spothy. I can't do anything with them currently. Cowardly more than anything. They just don't want to be hurt. And all the races have very distinct personalities such as that, so you really get to get a feel for each race and a little bit of history on all of them. It blends everything, and there was a Star Control 1 for Genesis and PC, and it focused more on strategy and action with the ship sequences. Now they took a lot of the strategy element in the first one and replaced it with more of the adventure stuff, but they kept the ship battles the same, which really works well.
And then they expanded it into a huge universe.
Yeah, and made this massive, massive ongoing storyline that is amazing. Now this is our galaxy.
Can you go to a different planet here?
Sure, we can go to anywhere you want.
Let's go to Jupiter.
We are going to head over to Jupiter here. Now you see this is my mothership I'm flying. I also have other smaller ships in my fleet. Now here's Jupiter. Now you can't land on the gas giants, which Jupiter would be, but I can land on the moons. So let's go ahead and land here and see which one this is. Now each of the colors represents different things. All the planets, when you scan them, have different statistics. Now here's Europa. Now this is a very Earth-like planet in real life and in the game here, but I've already harvested the resources, so we'll go ahead and just keep moving here. Now you can scan every single galaxy. All the galaxies that were in the star map can be individually explored if you so choose.
Now, something you were showing me earlier was it Venus, I think, that had the elemental effects on it?
Ah, yes, we'll land on Venus because that's a very harsh planet. Now you see the colors don't always accurately represent the actual color planets, or the planet's colors. They seem to have a different color scheme for different planets. Now you see there's minerals on here that I didn't get yet, but I was unable to at this point. But I have upgraded my landers since I was here last time, so it goes faster. So let's see if I can get them. The dots on the map there are the minerals. Now you see a lot of danger going on here. I gotta get out of here.
You did manage to get a
cesium. Now you collect all sorts of different elementals.
If you land closer to it, I guess you have a better shot on this planet.
Yeah, the closer you land, the closer chance you get. Now you see as I'm moving fairly quickly, I have a better chance. But my lander has been blown up. And I don't have a backup, so I could no longer explore. So these are the things you have to take into consideration, and you have limited resources, so you can't go willy-nilly. There's a lot of management and building yourself up to be able to advance.
Yeah, you can't just think you're going to invade the largest planet and harvest it if it's got problems on it.
And you're not going to battle the Urquan at this point. Now you see there's a force field around Earth, and we're going to head to the moon base and find out what this is all about. Well, it's not a moon base, it's a orbiting base. Now if we talk to the Starbase commander, he'll tell us all sorts of things.
Welcome back, Captain.
You can unload minerals that you've collected here, and he'll give you background information into the game. We can learn about the facilities and how to upgrade our ship, historical data, input on how to beat the Urquan, and he'll also update you with mission objectives.
What aspect of history, Captain?
We can learn about a little bit of the history of the war against the hierarchy of Urquan.
At the start of the war here on Earth, we were working like crazy, churning out hundreds of heavy cruisers and smaller support vehicles. The Urquan were busy too. Unbeknownst to us, they had moved down towards the Luton Star Group and were attacking the Bucks, who only the Yehot knew existed.
More than 80 software companies have already agreed to publish CD programs that take advantage of the new technology. 3DO plans to charge them a royalty of $3 per disc. The system itself, which consists of the chipset plus the cinematic software tools, is being licensed at no cost to any hardware manufacturer. The first 3DO platform is due out this fall from Panasonic. The price is expected to be around $700.
Gamers, Duck Wensel.